Good morning, everybody. Or good afternoon at this point. I don't think we're going to have a full thing, so if anybody wants to come in up front, you can, but you're welcome to stay where you are. My name is Brian Littleton. I'm the CEO of ShareASale. We're going to talk a little bit about our product and our interface today. Sitting right here is Carolyn Tang. She's the director of our client services. So if any of you are affiliates or merchants, you'd probably be working with her at a later date if you needed something. So that's her. How many are affiliates in the room? And then merchants? And then other? That's good when you raise your hand for all three. Then well, we had planned to talk a little bit about the affiliate interface. I see some merchant hands too. We'll talk a little bit about that. The other thing is, obviously, we're a small group in here, so if you have anything that you want to go over, or if you have something that's not on my presentation even, if you have something coming in mind that you wanted to get out of this thing, just shout at me, and obviously we'll have time to go over it. So, all right? Now that we're not feedbacking, we'll get started. Dink. The affiliates that were here, that was you, right?
Yes, we're new. My husband's in another session. We're
very new. So you don't currently work with ShareASale? You don't have a ShareASale account? Okay. Gotcha. And the merchants that raised their hand, how many did have accounts and how many didn't? Let's see people that did. We do, and then some that didn't, or it looks like over there, okay. All right, we got everything today then. I'll start out a little bit with the affiliate thing since I've got my slides up here. When you're starting out as an affiliate, one of the first things you're doing is looking for a program, looking for something to do, to join, looking for somebody that has relevant products for whatever your website is. That's what we're looking at here is the steps of joining ShareASale. We're kind of assumed at this point that you've done that. We're starting with logging in and taking a look at what's actually out there. What you see here is a slide of the Find the Merchant interface. When you're coming in here, you're allowed to put in a variety of search criteria. I can assume that you can see some of this stuff, but I'll read it off. There's some things like merchants that are exclusive to ShareASale, merchants that offer data feeds, merchants that have coupons. There's categories such as clothing or food or whatnot. And then there's obviously a keyword thing at the bottom. So you would come here first and you would say, hey, I got to find something that's along the lines of pajamas or whatnot. Search for affiliates that are merchants that are in that category in clothing maybe. Type the keyword in for pajamas. Hit the begin search and see what happens. What you're going to end up with is a list of merchants for your keyword. Assuming that it returns, a result for you, which it should if you've put something in there. You're going to get a list, and what we've provided for you is not only a list of the merchants, but the data as well that can help you make a decision as to what you want to do. So when you're looking for a merchant, you may be looking for something not only that's relevant for you, but which one is the best performing for your own category or what you're looking for. So some of these stats over here, which are probably a little small to read, but we've got a 7-day EPC, a 7-day reversal rate, a 7-day average sale, and a 7-day average commission. EPC is a term you may or may not heard if you're just getting started, but it's a earnings per click metric. So it's approximately, if you send 100 clicks to somebody, it's approximately the amount that the entire network average is earning. It's not necessarily obviously going to be related to what you get as an affiliate, but it gives you an idea. If you have two merchants that are selling the exact same product, selling the same slippers or pajamas or whatever, and one of them has an EPC of $20 and one of them has an EPC of $5, barring other circumstances, you may want to check out the one with the $20 EPC first because the metric would tell you that it's converting better and gaining more commissions for the affiliates in general. I'm going to go back one. For a new affiliate to ShareASale, if you're looking for just simply, give me a good program, give me the best thing you got that we've got in the network, we have something called the Power Rank, which is way over here. Probably can't see that. It says Top 100 Power Rank. And what that's going to do is approximate some of the more highly converting merchants in the network. It takes all kinds of things like EPC, it takes conversion rate, it takes reversal rate, some volume metrics that are taken into effect, and it tries to order them 1 to 100. It's not perfect, but it will give you an idea as to some of the people that are doing really well inside the network. This slide actually shows that top 100 power rank pulled up. But another thing you might want to do when you're looking for merchants, looking for things that are relevant to a specific holiday that's coming up. You know, a lot of people obviously focus around the holiday season at the end of the year, Halloween, Christmas, all the stuff that happens, everybody is very focused on at that time. But there's also stuff that goes on throughout the rest of the year. St. Patrick's Day, July 4th, Mother's Day, graduation, stuff like that. Which one? Back to school is right now, right. And what?
Is that fall listed as the last? Seasonal.
It says fall, yes. The ones that are listed right there, I guess this was pulled off recently because it says back to school, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and fall season. And what merchants will do is join these various categories with a creative based upon what they feel fits into these categories. So if they're selling a large variety of products, but they have a special section that is for back to school, maybe it's you know, backpacks or whatnot, they'll put something into this category that says, hey, when you're focusing on back to school, come in and check out our merchant program that has blankety blank. It's something really to look at ahead of time. We try and keep these things rotated in somewhere to 2 months out in advance or something like that, so give the affiliates a chance to say, oh yeah, think about Halloween in July and not in October, because once it gets to October, not only are you busy as an affiliate with the other things you've already planned out, but the merchants are going to be more difficult to get a hold of, obviously, at that time frame. They're in the height of their season. We talked about the quantitative data. This is blown up a little bit, so you might be able to actually see it, but it's telling you, as I said, the EPC and the metrics over there, as well as some of the vital signs for a merchant. Got the little cookie icon there that tells you how long the cookie's going to last, return days. We've got icons for whether a merchant is on an auto-approval basis, so you know if you don't want to have to wait to get joined in with a program and start going, you can only look at the ones that are auto-approved, things like that. All of those things are filters on the view and search merchant list, so if you do get in there, you'll be able to see them and kind of play around with them a little bit and get a feel for what you think is best for you finding those merchants. Down here on the bottom, what we're showing you is things, hello, what we're showing you are things that are part of the actual merchant program. So they're creatives or things that they've done in the past. Merchants, when they send out newsletters to all their affiliates, these things are stored. And so if you're an affiliate coming in looking to evaluate this merchant, and you want to say, okay, let me look at some of the past things they've done, some of the past newsletters they've sent out. Gives you an idea as to whether or not the merchant is keeping up to date with their program and sending out relevant data. You can look at some of the creatives that they have, the banners. You can preview their data feed, bonus campaigns, coupons, pretty much everything that we have for them. You can take a look at ahead of time, which gives you a better chance of finding the right one for you. When you get to the point where you've already decided that you found your merchant, this page here is listing out the different types of creatives that you will then find. So if you're a blog, you might be looking for a little box. If you are working in PPC, you might be looking for just a text link. You might be looking for something more advanced like a widget or a video or whatnot. You're going to get here and you're going to say, these are all the creatives that are available for this particular merchant program. This says text, banners, widgets. There's 27,000 product links, a data feed. This merchant has coupons, seasonal things, they're all lined out there for you. So when you get to that point, you just come in here and say what I'm looking for, click on the right thing for text, and it's going to show you a list of all the creatives that are in that category for them. Sometimes affiliates need to create something that's custom, something that's not part of our system. So they find something on a merchant landing page or a merchant site that isn't specifically in here as a creative. So they're going to say, okay, I got to figure out a way to get this banner to redirect to this landing page to make sure that I am maximizing my chance for a conversion. So you can do that in here. What you're going to do is type in a destination URL, choose a merchant, and it's going to make a link for you. It's going to look like a bunch of gobbledygook, but when put on a page, it will direct to the correct landing page and track correctly for you. We've got something called Make a Page, which anybody work with data feeds? A little bit, maybe, yes, you do. Data feeds can be a little bit tricky to get into. Once you get into them, I think it's something that can be really powerful for an affiliate, but sometimes when faced with a giant bowl of data, it can be a little intimidating. So what we did is we put together a little tool. We called it Make a Page, and what it does is take information from a merchant's data feed and allows you to create, as an affiliate, some simple looking pages with products from that data feed. You don't have to have any knowledge of programming or anything like that to get into the data. You just kind of type into a bunch of boxes what merchant you're looking for, what product you're looking for, and it's going to come up with a kind of a shopping window type of thing that will show you a list of the products from that data feed. Widgets. It's a similar concept to working with the data feeds in the Make a Page, but a widget is a little different in the sense that it's updated dynamically from the ShareASale side or the merchant side. So what they're going to do as a merchant, you can create a widget which has product information in it. Is everybody familiar with kind of what a widget is in these days terminology? Just the little boxes that you see on websites and whatnot. They often have tabs that you can click through and see different types of product information. Merchants can build these now on ShareASale using our tools, and it's pretty easy to do. We spent a lot of time trying to make it as easy as possible. And then as an affiliate, if you put it on your site, you're getting relevant information based upon what the merchant is putting in. So it could be seasonal. You could say, the widget for the merchant might be my best seasonal deals or my best seasonal products. You put it on your site as an affiliate, and as a merchant then, they go in and update that information as seasons roll along. So right now they'd be putting in stuff for back to school, and that stuff would automatically show up then on the affiliate site as the relevant information for that month. And then as an affiliate, you wouldn't have to worry about getting new information for the next holiday. As long as the merchant updates the stuff in the widget, it shows up back on your page and you're still relevant for that next holiday, whatever it is. What's next after back to school? Just Halloween? Halloween. Everybody loves Halloween. Video is something that we just released about 2 days ago to the merchant side. Does anybody here read the ShareASale blog? That'd be kind of a stretch, wouldn't it? ShareASale employee and one other. Good. Well, if you do want to keep up on ShareASale information, the blog is a pretty good place to go. It's blog.shareasale.com, and we released this on Thursday, I believe, Wednesday maybe, for the merchants. What we're trying to do is allow people to take videos that they've already created, so product reviews, things like that, displays of their product in use, anything like that. And an easy way to upload that to our interface and allow affiliates then to download it and have it be a clickable object on their screen. I'll show you a little bit. Let me see if I can get a demo up. So this is a nothing video that I made by myself. Haha. What's going to happen is during the during the playback of a video, I'll stop it there. See that? I see that I've asked myself a question. Will IE pick on the change? Okay, maybe. So during the video, if the merchant's got a product, they're going to put in these things we call cue points, which are going to come flying out the side of the video at the relevant time. So if it's a 3-minute video and the guy's talking about his product and he gets to the specific moment when he wants to talk about how to purchase or why you should purchase now, or if they're offering a coupon at that specific moment or whatnot. Video's going to be playing over here, and this thing flies out on the side, and it shows you whatever the merchant put in there. There's going to be an image of the product. There's going to be a price. There's going to be maybe a coupon. There's HTML text, whatever's in there. As an affiliate, when you have that on your site, as long as the merchant has kept this stuff relevant and kept this going, you're going to get a really high-quality piece of creative on your site, because it's going to be very relevant to exactly what you're looking for. Oops, got to go back. I knew I was going to do that. Product data feed. I should have gotten to this one a little earlier. Hi. Okay, cool. I think we're all set. Do we have the speaker forms? We already have them? Okay. This is what a data feed looks like if anybody has been looking to get into them and doesn't know anything about them. It's basically just a spreadsheet of products. A row of products is going to have information like the URL, the price, whether or not it's in stocks, different types of categories and things like that. As a merchant, when you're working on ShareASale, it's really important to offer a data feed. Because of the focus that we have, most of our affiliates are really product-based, retail-based, and they're looking to work with these data feeds. So if you are on ShareASale or looking to get on ShareASale and you don't have a data feed or don't know how to put one together, come and ask somebody maybe at our booth or at our meat market table, and we can try and help you with that, because it's a really powerful tool for affiliates. Deals database is another big one that as a merchant on ShareASale you should be looking at, and as an affiliate as well. What this is a collection of all the coupons that are available from individual merchants. So on ShareASale there's something like 2,200 merchant programs. Any of their coupons that they have running for consumers are going to be hopefully posted in here. If they're not, they should be. Affiliates are then able to scroll through and search this database as well. So if you're looking for a free shipping coupon, if that's what you want to have on your site as an affiliate, a section for free shipping, you can come in here and type free shipping. There's going to be dozens and dozens of merchants that are offering free shipping. You can then put those on your site, join the programs, whatever you want to do. It's got all the information on the deal, the landing page, when it's valid, what time it expires, all that kind of stuff. And it's also available as a RSS feed. So there are a lot of ShareASale affiliates who utilize this feature. It's a pretty good one in my opinion. It allows them to update their sites pretty much on a real-time basis with the most relevant coupons that are out there. Which means, again, as a merchant, if you're on ShareASale, you're wanting to get your coupons into here, because a lot of the retail-focused coupon folks use that RSS feed to update instantaneously on their site. So as soon as you get in there, all of our coupon affiliates have it. If you don't put it in there, sometimes it's hard for them to figure that or know that the deal is in existence. RSS feeds. Besides the deals database, we have a couple other RSS feeds which can help you stay up to date with your merchant programs. First one is the offline online notification. This is kind of unique to ShareASale, I think. When programs, we have so many merchant programs, there's, like I said, over 2,000 programs. Their status, depending on whether they're running their program actively or whether they go offline for things like running out of funds or they temporarily close their program or whatnot, it happens a lot just due to the volume of merchant programs. One of the ways that we're helping our affiliates stay in touch is this RSS feed. You sign up for it, it gives you notification whenever a program goes offline. So every day when you're just going through your regular Outlook email, you can look through your RSS feeds and say, oh, that program I was in went offline, they ran out of money, now I need to do something about it. I either need to call and yell at them or call and yell at us, and or remove myself from that program or find something else, something more relevant. The new program's RSS feed is going to give you an idea of who's joined our network. We normally have anywhere from 60 to 100 new merchant programs that come in on a monthly basis. The RSS really helps you stay on top of that. Obviously, as an affiliate, you're not going to join all of them, but you'll get a merchant name and a category. You may be just scanning for sports or financial or whatever. And the bottom one there is deals database, which we talked about. There's actually one other type of RSS feed that's not on here, and that's for the individual merchant information. When you join a merchant program, they have their own individual RSS feed within the ShareASale system, which has newsletters. I believe it has coupons, a few other things that are in there, their own individual notification stuff. That way you can tie in directly to one merchant. If you're only participating, let's say, in one or two merchants on ShareASale, you don't want to hear about all the other ones. You just want to hear about the ones you're doing. You can do that as well. All right, as an affiliate, what you're trying to do is generate sales, commissions for yourself, and this screen is showing you when you do. So when this screen is blank, you have you're sad. But when this screen is full of stuff, things are good. You've made a commission, you've generated a sale. It's going to tell you all the things that you might expect. Standard reporting stuff about individual sale, the amount, how much commission you earned, the time it took place, where it came from, that kind of stuff. You can filter through here by date. You can filter for your specific merchant. You can search for things. One of the important reports in here for loyalty or rebate sites is involving like member ID or sub ID tracking. You can filter by that as well. Very exciting.
It is.
So you can look at what your members have done. It's something that you tag on the links at the link stage of things, of creating links. And then when it pops up back on the reporting, so you can say, oh, my member X did this, I know what to do with them now. Today's stats is going to look a lot similar to the activity details report. In fact, I think it is the activity details report. That might be an error. Today's stats is, it doesn't look like this is the wrong report, but it gives you a glance. So you log in every day, and sometimes there's a lot of data, and you don't want to go through everything. It gives you a glance. It gives you an overview. It says, with this merchant, you've made 3 sales, made $50 out of 100 clicks or whatever. It's just a general overview instead of the detail, which this one actually is. And then you get to the point where you're sick of logging into the interface, and you just want to download the reports instead. And so that's what you do here. Pick a time frame. It's going to give you basically just an Excel type of CSV or pipe delimited file, I believe it is. Load it into your Excel or whatever else you want to do, and look at your reports any way you want to. One of the things that we've got also available, it's a little bit by request, as it says there. As an affiliate, sometimes you are generating traffic from a gazillion different sources. And you want to know where the traffic is coming through, where the click-throughs are coming from an individual merchant. We set up what we call a trace refer. And so over the course of a 24-hour period, it's going to give you a downloadable report, again, kind of a comma delimited report of where your clicks are coming for these specific merchants. It's useful information if you're running a PPC campaign, for example, that you're only going to do for a short period of time, and you want to see exactly how the results pan out for that time frame. And then it's when things go bad, we have places where you can talk to us. We have a support forum on ABW, ABS Web. We've got, I believe on the next slide, a help center. This is far and away the best way to get something started if you have a problem. Not only is there a knowledge base in here, as well as some downloadable stuff that may help you through some of the simple questions, and this is on both the affiliate side and the merchant side. So anybody that's coming in there, take a look at our knowledge base, and then when you don't find what you're looking for, you just submit a ticket right here. This goes to our support department. They're looking at this stuff. Support hours are 9 to 6, I believe, Monday through Friday. And you'll be able to log into your account and see the status of your ticket. So if you've got something going on that you need to know what the status is, has somebody looked at it, has somebody fixed it or whatnot, you can log into your account and look at those past tickets again. We mentioned this a little bit earlier, the ShareASale blog that nobody reads. Best place for information of all of our new stuff. If I'm submitting a new report for PPC, or if I'm opening up a new thing for video, the first place I'm going to post it here is here. So I would encourage anyone that wants to pay attention to subscribe to our RSS feed off the blog and get all of our relevant news. CEO's ramblings. What are those things? Family portrait, thank you. Yes, questions, comments. So we went through the affiliate interface as fast as we could. Anybody have any questions about that specifically? Yes?
Okay. I'm a loyalty site, as you know, and so if you could, and I apologize for being late because the registration downstairs is a bit of a madhouse, but anyway, can you go through in more detail how exactly to set up the links with, what does the whatever the parameter is, which you ever call, we call it in our company session ID. How exactly do you set up the links correctly for the tracking? And then I know you saw the downloadable reports. Is that the best way to get the data, or do you also offer like an FTP post, or just what are the options for getting the data daily in the format that we can then load to our systems? Basically, all that I need is the user parameter and then order date, order amount, that basic stuff.
Okay. I'll repeat that question in a second. Hold on, I'm going to try and find what I'm looking for here. So the question was regarding the sub-ID tracking. How exactly is that done, and how can you get the reports back then at a later date? What you're looking at on screen is just a general text link that you would download from ShareASale. So I quickly went through and found a merchant that I had, and I clicked on the Get Link button, and this is what I got to. This is just the generic, this is what you get for every link. At the very end, can you see that? At the very end, there's a parameter called AffTrack. It's AFFTRACK, AffTrack. An equal sign, and then I typed in blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah would be the information that you would want to be reported. So that's your member's ID number or whatever it is that you want reported back.
So when I pull the link, it's going to end at AffTrack equal, or
right.
It's going to end at an URL link equal.
It's going to end at either one of those things, depending on the way the link's structured. But that AffTrack parameter you can use for any link that's on ShareASale. So it can be video, it can be widget, it can be whatever it is. You type in, or you're probably going to fill it in from your database, but it's going to go into that space.
So we have I would put it in that way with the URL link equal, and then and the AffTrack link equal, and then just stays blank, and then I have another spot where I just put in AffTrack, and that just tells our system that that's what it's going to look for in the link to send the session, and then we just have to get it back.
Okay, that'll work. Right after the AffTrack, you put in whatever. It's going to show up on your general reports. It's show up in the activity details report for one. It's going to show up in the, there's actually an AffTrack report in there that it's going to show up on. And then for kind of more advanced things, which I think we've talked about, the FTP thing we can set up with larger loyalty sites that need that information kind of fed to them on a regular basis. We do that through FTP. You give us the parameters, download it on a nightly basis, and you can have all that information back to you.
So the download report you showed before, like the CSV, is that the one line? Would that show?
It'll be in there, yeah. It'll be in there. I think, yes. It'll be in there, but that's again, that's a manual process. If when you get to the point where you're looking for something a little more automated, that's when you set up the FTP.
You like to start up a manual basis.
You download it, and it shows you all the information about the transaction, including as long as it came through the AFTRAC report, and it can be easily tested as well. If you're setting up a link, give one of us a call, and I can show you how you can test to see to make sure the AFTRAC thing is working, because it'll be set in all the cookies that we set and whatnot.
We'll probably just do like a test order.
Yeah, and that'll work too.
One of our new merchants, so do a test order and make sure we get the product, and then we get the data associated with the product.
Test orders are fun.
And then we return the product to make sure the reversal comes through correctly as well.
Oh, I keep them all. I've got so much stuff in the office. Weird stuff, I'm telling you. Any other questions on the affiliate side? I know we had some people that came in late. We're talking about the affiliate interface right now. Are there affiliates back there that came in, or merchants, or none of the above? All right. If there's nothing else on affiliate, I'll switch over and do some of the merchant side. We had some merchant people. Hey, Carolyn. Well, what I was thinking of doing, because it had been set up as they had it on the agenda as an affiliate presentation, but we had, I think, more merchants here than we had affiliates. So we're going to go through the merchant side, but we're kind of going to wing it a little bit. I was thinking maybe you could just do like you were doing a tour, and I can stand here and talk about it. Does that make sense? Just go to the various places where you might go as a merchant, and I'll talk about that slide as it is up there. So this is the actual ShareASale merchant interface. Were there actual current ShareASale merchants in the room? Yes, yes. I know you. All right, so as you're familiar, then when the first time you log in, you're going to get to this screen. This is kind of your, hey, what's going on screen. It shows you the various stats for today, the last 30 days. It shows how much you've sold. In the last 30 days, you've made sales for $683,000. That seems pretty good. It shows you how many affiliates. 4 affiliates have done that. That's pretty good. Shows you how many affiliates you have, how many you need to approve, how many you've declined, all the kind of basic stats that you might have for a. You have 601 pending approvals. Yes. So you would go through, if you had things to do, approving affiliates. This is your affiliate list. What it's gonna show you is who the affiliate is by name and by website. It's going to show you their status as a member in ShareASale. We have 2 different things. We have a limited status as an affiliate, and we have a full status. A limited status means that the affiliate is relatively new to our network, and we have not paid them yet. So as an affiliate, they have to earn $50 aggregate through the network in order to be paid first. When they are paid, typically they go through a bit of a screening check, because when the money actually goes out the door, we take a closer look at who the affiliate is and what they're doing. So there's a little bit of a greater level of security once we know that we've already paid them. It's not a guarantee of anything that's might be going on, but it's a little bit of a gauge to say, hey, I know this person has at least made money and worked with us before. When you want to get a better look at them, you click on the details link for an individual affiliate. This is what it's going to show you. Some of the important things here that are being highlighted is the affiliate feedback. As a merchant, a lot of times you're going to run into affiliates who may or may not be that great for your program. They may do a few things wrong. They may violate a few PPC policies, or they might be great. In either one of those cases, you can leave them feedback. Where did we go? Okay. And this is going to show you basically all the feedback records from that. I don't think there's anything in there because it's a demo. It's going to show you all the feedback that that affiliate has received. So if they've gotten, in this case, 4 feedback records from merchants, you can go in and take a look at whether those were all positive or whether these were negative. They're going to be, due to the nature of what's going on, they're going to be highly focused around PPC violations. merchant or affiliates that are putting the wrong or using keywords that they shouldn't be using within PPC search engines like Google and Yahoo. The average score, as you can see, for this affiliate is a 0.25. Positive is 1, and negative is -1. So 0.25, he's kind of in the middle, gives you an idea of what other merchants think of him. It's going to show you their website. It's also going to show you their other websites that are not necessarily listed as their main. So if you are selling costumes and you get this application from somebody named Expert Shopper, you're like, I don't know, what is that? It sounds like a mall. I don't know if I really want to do that. You go in here and you see that they also have this site called CostumeEye.com. Hey, that fits in a lot better with what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and approve this affiliate, or at least be aware that they have this site that's could be targeted towards what I'm doing.
Is there benefit to the merchant to provide feedback? Or, because I can see where it could be detrimental as well.
In what way do you think it's detrimental?
If you're diming people out all across the system, then you're known as the naggy merchant.
Well, it is anonymous. That's helpful in that case.
That's the answer.
Yeah, it is a tricky situation because you don't necessarily, the affiliate knows who you are. The rest of the network does not. So it's anonymous to the rest of the network. The affiliate knows who you are. They're allowed to actually respond to that feedback. I think it's a positive thing in general because what you're kind of contributing to is a little bit of a greater good concept. If someone is doing something that is way out of bounds, if they've taken your trademark name and used it in PPC and you've specifically said you can't do that, if they've done that, then I would encourage you to put it up there and say, look, and this is what happened. Because you're going to get that information back from other people later when you need it. Go ahead.
I will respond to that as an affiliate. We're very boring. We play by all the rules. So if somebody isn't, I would say so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's right. It helps your affiliates that are playing by the rules. If there's something that's being broken.
I another affiliate. I got a mailing from one of my neighbors' friends handed me this thing. It was a mailing offering cashback on a merchant that I know specifically did not allow cashback marketplaces in their system, and I gave it right to the merchant. I said, here, this is an affiliate who's breaking the rules. If I have to play by the same rules, they have to as well.
And you're not the only one that does that. I mean, we get a lot of affiliates that are doing that for that same reason, because it hurts the affiliates that are playing by the rules. And we've got a few other things that are coming along those lines. But I mean, I understand that you don't want to be the reporter or whatever, but it will help in the greater good concept. And most of it is unblatant violations. You know, you don't necessarily want to put in there that this guy's just annoying or whatever. You know, you want to put it in there if he's doing something really wrong. And I would encourage positive feedback as well. Most of our merchants actually focus a little more on the negative feedback. And we like it when there's stuff there's obviously a lot of good that goes on. We like it when people go in there and say, hey, you know, this person's great. They generate sales for me. They play by all the rules, et cetera, et cetera. So.
Well, that's a great way as a merchant to positively support the affiliate.
For sure. For sure. So yeah, there's a benefit to that as well. All right, where was I? We have left the page I was on, and we've gone to uploading banners. So as a merchant, you have the choice, obviously, of uploading different things. You've got banners, you've got text links. This is where you would go for that. You can choose whether or not a banner is going to be public for a specific, private for a specific affiliate, or public to everybody. A lot of times, merchants will want to have a creative that's specifically maybe branded differently or has another element on it that they don't want just showing up all over the web with all their affiliates, but they want to do it with this one affiliate that they know and trust and they can control and whatnot. That's where you do that. Where should we go? Make a widget. You just preview that one maybe. Merchants here, have you made widgets? Yes, yes, yes. Was it impossible to use, or was it easy? Kind of down the middle of the road. It was, the widget thing is really interesting. I think it's a great piece of creative because of the way you can keep it updated and the way that it can go out to the affiliates. This is just kind of a brief look at the widget maker, make a widget. All this stuff over here is customizable by color. So anything you're looking at over there is just what the actual thing will look like. Blue background, green background. I normally suggest white background, but people like to make them colorful. So, and you're managing these individual tabs by clicking on this button up here, which allows you to put in any information that you want basically from your data feed about a specific product. You can insert a coupon, you can insert free HTML, which can, basically means you can do whatever you want. This may or may, oh yeah. So yeah, it pulls right from your data feed as she's showing you right now. Save and preview widget. And it's going to give you a little preview of what's showing down there. So it's something that if you want to get into it, you got to have to play with it a little bit. It's making a widget through this tool is, I think, pretty simple, but I also helped build it, so I know how it works. But something that, again, if you want to get into this kind of thing, give us a call, send us an email. We can help you walk through the first one, and then the rest of them will be really easy. There's a video tutorial in there as well, yes. We have about, I believe, 10 minutes left on our session before they are going to kick us out. Anybody have anything specific? Go ahead.
Can we look at the new make a video?
Make a video. Scroll over to the demo, because this thing's giving me fits on that computer. That's good. That's fine. All right. Have you logged into this thing yet?
I haven't seen it.
The key feature of the make a video is that you already have a video ready to go. And assuming that you get there, we can take any video, most of the common formats. We tried to make a converter for just about everything, but I'm sure you can trick us with something custom. But you got a WMV or an MPEG or QuickTime or whatever. This thing is you're gonna upload it into here, and it's gonna convert it into a Flash file, which is an FLV extension. Once it's there, we're gonna put it into one of our players that we've made. And I think really my favorite part about this is the QPoint player. The standard player obviously is gonna look like a regular video player. It's got regular stuff, sharing functions, share to Facebook, ratings, all that kind of normal stuff. The QPoint thing is where I think it really evolves into more of a product creative and something that can generate a sale. You can put as many of these QPoints in there as you want, and this is showing kind of the timeline. So your video is like, this video I think was 10 seconds long, okay? At the 5-second mark, or she's typed into two at the 2-second mark, you want it to say this. You want it on the side, you want a little extra information to be given, something that's maybe not in the video or is unique to that timeline. Good. You save that one, and you can make another one, 4 or 5 seconds later or whatever into the video. So you may have, 3 different products that you're selling off of here, and can do so all in one video, but give them actually the relevant thing at the moment. I just lost my train of thought, but never mind. So yeah, each one of them has their different landing page. That's what I was trying to say. If you have your 6 different products or things in even different colors, you can just flash up the stuff that's going to go in here. This text that goes over here, go ahead over to, what am I looking for? Go to the other screen that's got a blog or whatever, the actual demo or wherever it's showing. Over there, one more over. The text you can put over there is going to kind of auto size. You can also pick it if you want to. There's kind of limited amounts of HTML programming that can go in there. It gets a little tricky, but for the most part, it's going to auto-size depending on the image that you have in there. Cover your question on video for now. I'll help you if you want to get it going. There's only been a few merchants that have put a couple of videos in there right now. One of the down the line functions, within about the next week or so, we're going to let affiliates start making videos as well. So affiliates are going to take, this is where it's going to get really tricky, but affiliates are going to take a video that they create, seemingly a product review or them using the product, and link to different merchants at different queue points. So if you might have a guy that's reviewing 3 different TVs, for example, a little bit of a play on like the shopping comparison or price comparison sites, you got video comparison sites, 3 different TVs, 3 different queue points, 3 different merchants. So as an affiliate, we're going to be trying to help people do that kind of stuff too. So if anybody has any questions or help on video, I will walk them through that so we can get this thing going. It's brand new. It should be next week. We were trying really hard to get it done for tomorrow so that we could show it off at our booth, but I don't think it's quite going to be there. But after I get back and put some finishing touches on it, I think it'll be next week, late next week. Any other areas of talk? Go ahead.
Yeah, any words of advice for aspiring merchants?
The question was words of advice for aspiring merchants. Yeah, lots of words of advice. I think one of the, go ahead. Why don't you offer some words of advice?
As an affiliate, if you put up links with coupons and offers, make sure they work. You'd be surprised how many times I go look for offers, and this is across all merchants, across all networks, where the stuff does not work, the offer does not activate on the site, it will not come through, and nothing will get an affiliate or a publisher moving off your program faster than links that don't work. That's my word of advice.
The advice for the video, because they probably didn't catch that, but the advice for the video was to make sure that your links work, which is good advice. I will give you that.
Not just for everything.
For everything.
Your text links.
Anything works.
Your offers, your promotions, whatever, test it out. I mean, it's simply as simple as like if you have free shipping over 60. If someone goes to your, I test every link before I put it up on my site with it's got a coupon or offer in it. If I go to the cart and I put $70 worth of stuff and I don't see the free shipping activate in the cart, I'm assuming that the link doesn't work. Don't make me go to the page where I already have to put in my credit card to see if the offer works, because I won't do it and I won't post the offer because it's not a good user experience. Right. Not just for myself, whether I know it works or not. It's not a good user experience because they are not going to see that the offer is actually activating in the cart. It's a real turn off from the user experience as well.
I'll definitely agree with that. As a general thing, which is kind of along those lines, I think that really the most important thing is dealing with your product, making sure that your merchant site, the whole experience, the user experience, as she was mentioning, is solid. You don't want to start an affiliate program or launch into an affiliate program prior to the point where you're really ready from a merchant standpoint. If you focus on making first of all, a great product, or selling a great product, second of all, making the user experience on your site as smooth as possible, make everything work as she was alluding to, that's really your focus. The affiliates that are at the top of the food chain, so to speak, are really going to look for the most quality merchant sites. They're not going to really spend too much time with something if they go on a site and look for the product and the search doesn't work or something might be broken or whatnot. Make that side of your business really solid, and you'll be able to attract good affiliates. They're looking for good products that they think are going to convert well. So that's part one. The second part is when you actually get to the point of launching an affiliate program, make sure that you pay attention to what they're telling you. The affiliates that are in this space do this for a living. It's 100% mostly full-time business for them. They deal with merchants on a daily basis. They deal with all of the problems that merchants can come up with, things that go wrong. Listen to what they tell you, take their advice, and try and put that into your business plan as much as you can. I mean, obviously you need to follow what your own instincts, but listen to the people that are going to be joining your program, because they're going to give you some great advice along the way. Hope that helped. Any other questions? No. Were you typing as I was talking? Oh, that's cool. Well, I think we're pretty close to time, aren't we? So we should let them have this room, because I think somebody else is coming in here right after us. So I appreciate your time. Did everybody get let me have the party tickets and my cards, if you would. Who else? Who didn't get a ticket to tonight's party? Did you already get one?
Well, you told me I was on the list.
Oh, we'll take one anyway.
Okay, fine.
It's pretty. You got it. Here's a card in case there's any questions as well. The boat is right across the street, I believe. It's going to be hard to miss. It's on the water.
Sorry,
so.
I have to. My friend left.
Sure. It's going to be on the water, so look for a giant boat, and that shouldn't be that hard. Did I miss anybody? Well, thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the summit. If you are here for your first time and you have any questions about just general affiliate summit stuff, I'd be happy to answer them. Help you get the most out of this conference that you can. It's my favorite conference of the year, so I might have some good advice. I might not.